A Premier League clash featuring two top four candidates, two of Serie A's most informed teams going head to head, and La Liga's highly anticipated El Classico leaves little room for Christmas carols this week. So, here's the EuroFantasyLeague preview. Hello, I'm your host Nicholas Carroll and thanks for joining us on the channel. We're just days away from Christmas, but for fantasy managers the football doesn't stop, so let's get straight into things. First up is the Premier League, and starting the weekend's events is an early Friday night fixture featuring 5th place Arsenal and 4th place Liverpool at the Emirates. A narrow 1-0 victory at home to Newcastle returned the Gunners to the winner's circle after 2 draws and a loss, Mesut Ozil grabbing the game's only goal with his 23rd minute effort. The German picked up 6 points, having previously returned just 2 points over 3 matches, while Peter Cech top scored with 7 points in goal. Though in bad news for Aaron Ramsey owners, the Welshman is set to be out until January, while Shkodran Mustafi, who also missed last weekend's victory, has returned to training but remains in doubt for the weekend's clash. Meanwhile, the Reds bounced back from a 0-0 result against West Bromwich by demolishing Bournemouth on Sunday. Philippe Coutinho, Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino were all amongst the goals, with the two Brazilians also providing assists. However, it was the under-fire defender Dejan Lovren who top scored with 9 points thanks to a clean sheet and his 26th minute goal. Arsenal haven't conceded in 267 minutes, though can they hold out Jurgen Klopp's all-star attack? In my opinion, probably not. Moving on, Everton have continued their revival under Sam Allardyce and will be brewing with confidence when they host the reigning champions Chelsea. Incredibly, 46% of the Toffees' goals this season have been scored in their last 5 matches, where they've won 4 and drawn 1. And leading with experience from the front has been Wayne Rooney, who has actually found form in a deeper role behind Dominic Calvin-Harris. Despite missing a penalty, the number 10 still picked up another 4 points thanks to a goal and assist, making it a total of 26 points in 5 appearances. For Chelsea, Marcus Alonso has shown once again why he is the most owned player in EuroFantasyLeague, collecting another 8 points with a clean sheet and his 4th goal of the season. The clean sheet was Thibaut Courtois' first return in 4 appearances, with 7 points taking him to 48 in total, just 1 behind Alonso. Last week we talked about Leicester City's form, and unfortunately for them they went on to lose 3-0 to Crystal Palace. While they'll be looking to get back on their feet, Manchester United will provide a significant barrier to try and stop the Foxes returning to their feet. Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez will act as the usual danger men against a Jose Mourinho defence that hasn't kept a Premier League clean sheet away from home in 5 attempts. Though up front, thankfully for the 15% of managers who own him, Romelu Lukaku has found the goal again, netting in both last week's matches, while Jesse Lingard grabbed his 4th goal in 5 appearances in the 2-1 victory over West Brom. Before we move over to the mainland, it's worth noting that Arsenal, Leicester, Chelsea and United are among the 8 teams that had midweek Carabao Cup fixtures, so be wary of players that are fatigued and potentially rested. Over in Serie A, it's a heavyweight clash between the two informed teams, Juventus and Roma. Both clubs have won 7 of their last 9 league matches, with the Giallorossi drawing 2 and Juve losing 1 along the way. While Roma's results continue to be positive, on an individual level performances have been mixed, with their top scorer Edin Dzeko scoring just 1 Serie A goal in his last 10 appearances. Instead, some goals have come from unlikely candidates, with Federico Fazio grabbing a 94th minute winner against Cagliari on the weekend, combining with his clean sheet for 9 points in total, with Alisson taking 7 points in goal. Equaling the Giallorossi keeper was Wojciech Szczesny, who was rarely threatened in a 3-0 win over Bologna. Though the Bianconeri's clear standout was Miralem Pjanic, who grabbed a goal, an assist and generally dominated his opponents in the midfield, while Mario Mandzukic and Blaise Matuidi chipped in with goals of their own. Though we can expect things to be a lot tighter when these two meet, so defence may be the positions to profit most in the fantasy stakes. And last but certainly not least, it's La Liga and it's the El Classico, Real Madrid at home to Barcelona. Los Blancos return from winning the FIFA Club World Cup and may not have had the ultimate preparation, but will be looking for no excuses up against their major rivals who currently sit 11 points above them in the table. It was two of their biggest stars who grabbed the goals in Abu Dhabi, with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring in both matches, while Gareth Bale netted in the semi-final during a short 9-minute stint, which he followed with 11 minutes in the final. Though it seems unlikely the Welshman will be back to full match fitness in time for Barca. The Blaugrana followed through on their goal-scoring potential at home to Deportivo last week, with both Luis Suarez and Paulinho grabbing a brace each, picking up 8 and 10 points respectively. Meanwhile, Lionel Messi seemed to do everything but score, missing a penalty which was negated by an assist to leave him on 0. However, in the El Classico, anything goes, so expect tensions to be high, and if previous clashes are anything to go by, a few goals along the way. That's about it from me. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and don't forget to update your teams during the festive period. Of course, if you're not already playing, head over to EuroFantasyLeague.com and join in the fun. Otherwise, until next time, good luck with your teams.